I am a news channel and preemptively like to go into investigations, specifically for you guys. I thought we'd go into the wide world of aviation and the problems that are perceived with it right now. Now, to start off, here we go. Alrighty, we have seen that as per multiple reports, especially from the FAA itself, and also the NTSB, which if you don't know, is the American site for which they record incidents and unruly passengers, has been trending upwards since COVID. However, it did see a slight decline, but it has been definitely rising. Also on the sharp incline has been plane crashes. Now, notably, two that came up in 2020 were Boeing, and Boeing has been riddled with cases of misconduct, greed, and also number 3, putting the profit of the company before the safety of their passengers. That also has led to the MD-11 crash, which, if you don't know, is the McDonnell Douglas 11, which, if you don't know, the company, before it got bought out by Boeing, was very dangerous because there's multiple crashes. That plane type was 34 years old. That is insane. There should be no reason why a plane that is 34 years old should even still be operating. And I mean, in October, there were 2 notable crashes. One where a flight from Saudi Arabia, or I might have been wrong, and I think it might have been Dubai, to Hong Kong, skidded off the runway, which was a 747, ultimately taking the lives of 2 crew members and 2 people on the ground, and a near miss with an EasyJet flight and a French Air and a Nouveau Air flight, which nearly collided at NTE airport, which is Nice Côte d'Azur airport. When the pilots of both planes were able to somehow recognize each other and avoid the crash. And this is scary because that's this year. And this year as well, a Delta flight was forced to go for a go-around at Boston Logan after almost colliding with a small plane for Cape Cod that was going to Cape Cod. And then you have another incident in Dallas-Fort Worth where there was a bomb threat. All of this whilst in the middle of a government shutdown. And while the FAA doesn't have the ability to get enough people in the ATC tower, which is terrifying for a lack of reasons. And the amount of people they need in the FAA towers is 14,000, and they are 3,000 short of the required. So places like JFK, LAX, Chicago O'Hare, you're going to see a lot of those places getting shut down because they're not going to be able to take in the amount of planes coming in and out. And we're seeing such an uptick in, non-safe airplane safety. Now, furthering that, I do see it from the ATC's point of view of, we are not going to be victimized here. We are people who want to be fairly paid, and we are the sole reason that we are protecting you from getting hurt. And no one's representing us correctly. And that's not their fault. Because they don't have anyone like an airline to help them. That's just my personal opinion. And I'm going to come out with a video later today about Boeing, how it fell from grace, and the cause of its downfall.